Have you ever found yourself staring in the mirror, reciting affirmations, but still feeling that nagging doubt creeping in? You're not alone, and it might be because many of us are missing a key element in making those affirmations truly work. Affirmations have become a buzzword in the self-improvement sphere, with millions of people around the world using them to try and boost their confidence, overcome anxiety, and even manifest their dreams. But do they really work? Or are they just a feel-good hack that doesn't actually address the root of our self-doubt? I've always been intrigued by the concept of affirmations, and I've dabbled in using them myself from time to time. But I have to admit, I've always been a bit skeptical about their effectiveness. Can simply repeating a few positive phrases really make a difference in how we feel about ourselves? That's what I want to explore in this video. Over the next week, I'll be testing the power of affirmations on my own self-doubt, and I invite you to join me on this journey. Starting today, I'll be using affirmations daily to try and combat my own self-doubt. I'll be reciting them in front of the mirror, writing them down in my journal, and even setting reminders on my phone to repeat them throughout the day. I want to see if, by the end of this week, I'll be feeling more confident, more positive, and more in control of my thoughts and emotions. I'll be keeping a daily journal to track my progress, and I'll be sharing updates with you every day. I want to be as transparent as possible, so you can see exactly how affirmations are affecting me. It's day one, and I have to admit, I'm feeling a bit awkward reciting these affirmations out loud. It feels a bit forced, and I'm not sure if I'm doing it right. But I'm committed to this experiment, and I'm excited to see where it takes me. Today's affirmations are all about self-acceptance and self-love. I've been repeating phrases like I am enough and I am worthy of love and respect to myself throughout the day. It feels a bit cheesy, but I'm trying to focus on the feeling behind the words. As I'm sitting here reflecting on my day, I realize that I've been thinking a lot about my past failures and mistakes. It's easy to get caught up in negative self-talk, but I'm trying to reframe those thoughts in a more positive light. Instead of beating myself up over mistakes, I'm trying to focus on what I can learn from them. It's funny, because as I'm writing this, I'm realizing that I'm already starting to feel a bit more compassionate towards myself. It's like I'm giving myself permission to make mistakes, and to be okay with not being perfect. Day 2, and I'm still feeling a bit skeptical about this whole affirmation thing. I mean, it's easy to repeat phrases to yourself, but does it really make a difference? I'm trying to stay open-minded and focus on the feelings behind the words. Today's affirmations are all about confidence and self-trust. I've been repeating phrases like I trust myself to make good decisions and I am capable of achieving my goals. It's interesting, because as I'm saying these words, I'm starting to feel a bit more confident and self-assured. But at the same time, I'm aware that there's still a part of me that's resistant to change. There's still a part of me that's holding on to fear and doubt. It's like I'm fighting against myself, trying to overcome my own negative self-talk. As the day goes on, I'm starting to feel a bit more frustrated with myself. It's like I'm trying to push against a brick wall, and it's not budging. I'm wondering if this whole affirmation thing is just a waste of time. Day 3, and I'm feeling a bit more frustrated than inspired. I'm starting to wonder if I'm just not cut out for this whole affirmation thing. Maybe I'm just too cynical, too skeptical. Maybe I need to face the fact that affirmations just aren't for me. But then I start thinking about why I'm doing this in the first place. I'm doing it because I want to overcome my self-doubt, because I want to feel more confident and in control. And if affirmations can help me get there, then I'm willing to give it a shot. Today's affirmations are all about letting go of fear and embracing uncertainty. I've been repeating phrases like I am safe to take risks and I trust the universe to support me. It's interesting, because as I'm saying these words, I'm starting to feel a bit more relaxed, a bit more at peace. It's like I'm giving myself permission to let go of control, to trust that everything will work out in the end. It's a weird feeling, but it's also kind of liberating. As the day goes on, I'm starting to feel a bit more hopeful. Maybe this affirmation thing isn't a waste of time after all. Maybe it's actually starting to work. Day 4, and I'm feeling a bit more optimistic than yesterday. I'm starting to realize that affirmations aren't a magic pill that will instantly fix my self-doubt. They're more like a daily practice, a way of retraining my mind to focus on the positive. Today's affirmations are all about self-care and self-love. I've been repeating phrases like I am worthy of love and respect and I am deserving of happiness. It's interesting, because as I'm saying these words, I'm starting to feel a bit more compassionate towards myself. I'm realizing that I've been so hard on myself for so long, always pushing myself to be better, to do more. But maybe that's not the right approach. Maybe what I need is to focus on loving and accepting myself, exactly as I am. As the day goes on, I'm starting to feel a bit more relaxed, a bit more at peace. It's like I'm giving myself permission to take a break, to slow down and enjoy the journey. Day 5, and I'm feeling a bit more confident than I have all week. I'm starting to realize that affirmations aren't just about repeating words to yourself, they're about changing your mindset, your perspective. Today's affirmations are all about confidence and self-trust. I've been repeating phrases like I am capable of achieving my goals and I trust myself to make good decisions. It's interesting, because as I'm saying these words, I'm starting to feel a bit more empowered, a bit more in control. I'm realizing that I don't have to let self-doubt hold me back. I can choose to focus on my strengths, my abilities, and my accomplishments. I can choose to trust myself, to have faith in my own abilities. As the day goes on, I'm starting to feel a bit more proud of myself. I'm proud of the progress I've made, proud of the fact that I've stuck with this experiment even when it got tough. The biggest challenge I faced this week was my own skepticism. There were times when I felt like giving up, like affirmations were just a waste of time. But I'm glad I pushed through, because I'm starting to see the benefits. The biggest breakthrough I had this week was when I realized that affirmations aren't about changing my circumstances, they're about changing my mindset. They're about focusing on the positive, on what I can control, rather than getting caught up in negativity and fear. Looking back on this week, I'm amazed at how far I've come. I'm not saying that affirmations have completely eliminated my self-doubt, but they've definitely helped me shift my perspective. I feel more confident, more positive, and more in control. If you've been following along with me on this journey, I'd love to hear about your own experiences with affirmations. Have you tried using them to combat self-doubt? What did you find most challenging? What did you learn about yourself? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.